Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario. In the last video, we discussed about to the when we click on to the particular case number, we are capture the that particular case record ID. So now and we have the implemented for the custom event as well for that is which is we are selected that case ID we are holding. And now in this video, we are going to discuss about to the how we are going to pass it to the this selected contact ID, sorry, selected case ID into the in the parent component. So how we are going to pass it to the parent component and how we are going to display the related case records. So we can see selected case record information, how we are going to display to the in the parent component. We can check it. So now come to the parent component. So here we are passing the same, we have to use it. Same, we have to use it by the in the parent component. So copy to this. This is the parent component. In this parent component, sorry. So this is the parent component. So this is the we have, right? So when we are calling the child component events, when we are calling the child component event, always we can use it with the starting is the on, like on change, on blur, on click, right? Same like on. So on, we are calling to the child component, what we are given by the name here. Must and should both namings must be the unique, must be the same. So now come to the here. After that, here we can call it by the our handler method. We can give it by the anything here, our handler method. So here handle. So we can give it by the handle display details. Display case details. So save. Now after this, we are define the method into the in our JS. So in this JS, we have to retrieve the our selected case information. So now how to display actually our total result into the in the list format, but we need to get it by the specific uh, case information, case details. So how to identify out of the list, how we are going to fetch it by this specific. So that purpose, I am taking the one map. Already we know, right? Map is the key and value pair. Based on the key, we are getting to the specific record information. So that's why here case map I am defining. So here how we are going to map it to the our result into the in the map first. So this dot case map equals to, so our total result, right? So our total result is the stored into the result. So that's why here new map. So here we have to give it by the sorry, it is the map. So now here we have to give it to the result is the our data, right? Result also we can use it, or case result or case result also we can use it. Any one thing is fine. Result dot map of, we are directly mapping into the our total data. So here we can give it by any keyword record. I am giving to the here our record, each record in result we have the data. Each record we are mapping it to the key value pair. So key what we are going to give it record ID. So what we are taking here same, that is the here record.id comma what we are going to map it record. Okay, this is the record. So let's save. So we can map it to the all the cases what we have written the from the database, that result dot map of. So here we have to the record.id is the key and record is the value. Now we can get it by the easy to record ID base, right? Here also we are holding the record ID. Here also we are passing the child component is the passing the record ID. So based on that record ID, we can read it by the particular record. So here we have to hold the case ID and case record, right? So now how we are going to fetch it here? What is the sent by the child component? So let's take the constant con id, sorry, case id here equals to event to dot detail. So we have the pass the only one value, right? That value only is the return to the here. It is returned to the case id. So now here we have to display the case information now. So that's why here we have to take by the case selected case. Which case is we are selecting now? That case here. So this dot selected case equals to already we map put to the data in this map, right? So how we are going to get it? This dot case map dot get of key based. So key is the case ID. Key is the case ID. So here we have to retrieve the particular case information purpose we have taken by the one map. In that map we are stored to the what we have written the data from the database. All the cases we are put into the map. Now here we can easy to get it right based on the key we are getting to the but that particular specific case record information. Now we have the case record data. So now let's come to the UI. We have to display this information. So here, so for example, we have to take it by the break. So here case number. So here we have to take it by the case number. So we have to the selected case dot case number break. So now here next we have to display it by the status, or we can simply to instead of the break we can take it by the paragraphs wise. So here we can take it by the paragraphs wise. So P we have to close it by the P tag. So next is the another paragraph. So here we have to display it by the status. So here selected case dot status, and next paragraph we are going to display the origin. So here selected case dot origin, and we have to display it by the subject as well. So here paragraph subject. So here we have to the selected case dot subject. We are displaying the what we record the details. Now let's deploy this. We can see the preview. So what we have did initially we have taken by the one map. We have to store with all the data into the map. Then after what we have received from the case ID from the child component, that is we are holding into the case ID, and we have the retrieve the that specific case information we have to store into the selected case. Then what we have selected case, that is the we have the information displayed into the in the HTML. Now let's come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So I think typo mistake case number, save and deploy. So refresh the page. So case number also showing the undefined property. Why? Because on loading time we don't have any data, right? So we have to, when the data only we have to display template if is true selected case If we have the data only, then we have to display. Otherwise, we no need to display by this data. So save and deploy. If you selected case data we have, then only we need to display by that information. Now we have the refresh. So let's take to the, now it's gone the error message, right? So here, so I think it's not populated the data. We can see handle this one, right? So come to the JS. So here case map we have result to dot map. We have the define, and here everything is good. So case id we have the defined by the here case id contact. So here case map dot get of this is selected case, that is fine. Selected case only, right? So that is fine. Now here we have to check it. Actually it is receiving or not, we have to check it. This method is executing or not, we have to take by the one alert method, just checking purpose. So alert, so save event dot detail, we can give it here, save and deploy. Now come to the here, we have the refresh by the page. So method is actually not invoking, I think so. What is the happen to, we have to see. So here once we click on to this, we can see by the child component, it is actually invoking or not, we have to check it. So here handle click, we have taken by the handle click. So this dot event or dispatch event selected case ID. Let's take by the here alert method. We can see this method actually executing or not. So alert. So here event to dot target to dot name. So deploy. So now let's see. We come to the here, refresh by the page. Okay, I think here directly we are passing, right? Actually, we need to pass it by the data into the detail. So here we have to mention to the curly bracket. So detail. Yeah, we missed here something. So that is the problem. So in the detail only, right? Actually, we need to pass it by our data. So that is the problem. Now we have the deployed. So now come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So here now we get it by the ID, and here also we are get it by the ID. Now here we have to able to display the data. So we missed by the syntax here. Directly we pass it here. That is the issue. So I'm removing the alert methods. So here save and deploy. Now next is the we have to display by the as side by side. We have to display by this information side by side, and case number, subject, status, and origin we have to display by the some bold namings are the we have to display by the as per the bold. So here we have to take it by the bold color. So B, closing this one. So let's apply to this first. And how we are going to display the side by side with the help of the, we have to do the, something is missing these brackets. We can just finish first this. So save. So how we are going to display by the side by side with the help of the page layout and layout items, right? So based on that, we have to display by the side by side the data. So here this block and this block, right? So we have to display by the side by side. After this, we have to take in by the lightning page layout, sorry, layout. After this, in this, we have to take in by the layout items. So one more layout items also we have taking the here. So in the first layout, we have to display by the our child component, and the second layout we have to display by the this information. Okay, so in the first layout, we have to display by the our case result, and the second layout we have to display by the our case information. Now let's deploy this. Now come to the here, we have the refresh by the page. So here, so side is not coming. We can see the one bracket is the F here. So save. Again, we have to deploy. So here we have the refresh. Let's try now. See here, side by side is coming now. Case number this is. So here we have to update the data. But we can give to the some space between these two, right? Some space we have to give it by the these two. So let's give to the here some space to the here. We have to display the data break, and as well as to the we need to give it by the space purpose. We are using the padding. Padding equals to around small. So same we are going to add it by the this line item as well. So save and deploy this page layout item. So now let's come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. See here which case we have selected. That case information is the populating. If you don't want to the break, we can remove by the break here. Means some element is not look like good, right? So we have to deploy. Both will come to the same line. It's good. So like this, we have to display by the side by side to the information. We can do the some more UI also as per the requirement. So now here we have the refresh by the page. So let's come to the here. See here now it's fine to the this is the information. Side by side is populating, and padding we are using now. Which case we are selected that case information. If you go to the some any other uh, contact information, now it is changed. So now here we have to the changing by this automatically populating the that case number. See here 90, when we click onto the 20 information is the populating to the here. Okay, so like this we have to display the data. So save and deploy origin. typo mistake I. So that's why it's not populating. Now we have the refresh by the page. So at default also we don't need to display by this case number now. So how we are going to achieve to that is this is also we no need to display means. So here also we have to take it by the template if true of the result. So case result by default it will not be the populated when it is the data we have that time only it is the showing. So save and deploy. So when the case result data is available, then only appear by to this one as well. Now we have to the refresh page. See here, we can refresh the page. Initially not appear by the case number as well. When we click on to the, when we selected by the particular contact, then only the appear the information. See here, by default not appear by the case number. No, earlier it is appear, right? So now when we selected by the specific contact, then only appear the result. When we click on to this, then only it is the appear by the information. So like this, we have to implement it by the our use case. I hope it's clear how we are implemented. So in this total scenario, we have learned about to the how the components are communicating to each other, parent and child, how to pass the parent to child data and child to parent. Both we have parent to child to parent, how it is the communicating to the both, and how to display the selected case information in the side by side, right? It is very good example in the real time scenarios how we are implemented to the and how to communicating to the components with custom events. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for the more real time scenarios.